Tonight, we're going to talk about how one small change to your evening can literally transform your energy, your focus, your entire next day. We've dug into the science and pulled out a simple step-by-step routine that's way easier than you think. And look, this isn't just about feeling less tired. It's about unlocking a whole new level of performance. Let's dive in. Does this sound familiar? You go to bed, you get, 8 hours, but you still wake up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. If you're starting your day already in the red, trust me, you are not alone. And the answer probably isn't in your morning coffee, it's in what you did the night before. So, here's the game plan. We'll start with why your night is so incredibly important. Then, we'll get into some real, actionable habits for your mind and body. We'll talk about consistency, which is key, and we'll wrap up with one simple thing you can do tonight. Okay, first up, we are all obsessed with morning routines, right? But here's the secret. What you do before you go to bed is honestly way more powerful for setting you up for a great day. Think about it like this. Your morning routine is all about setting the tone for the day that's already here. But your night habits, they're foundational. They actually shape your brain while you're sleeping, deciding how much energy and focus you even have to work with tomorrow. You might think your body just powers down at night, but it's the total opposite. It's working overtime. It's busy repairing cells, sorting and filing all your memories, and clearing out all the mental junk from the day. It's also recharging your focus and hitting the reset button on your emotions. Sleep isn't passive. It's this incredibly active, crucial process that builds the foundation for your tomorrow. And the science behind all this? It's your circadian rhythm. It's basically your body's internal 24-hour clock. This thing is ancient. It evolved way before we had smartphones and late-night TV. When you work with it, you feel amazing. But when your nights are a mess, full of scrolling and stress, your brain just never fully resets, and that finely tuned clock gets thrown completely out of whack. Which brings us to our next section, how to actually start working with that clock instead of against it. Let's look at 2 super simple habits to help you unplug your brain and find a little mental clarity before bed. We're going to focus on 2 things here, creating what we'll call a digital sunset and doing a quick evening reflection. Both of these are designed to send a really powerful signal to your brain that, okay, the day is officially done. It's time to power down. So, screens. They don't just steal your time, they literally confuse your brain. That blue light from your phone, your tablet, your TV, it basically screams to your brain that it's still high noon, which suppresses the release of melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. And get this, the effect is potent. Just 1 hour of scrolling before bed can delay when you actually fall asleep by 30 to 60 minutes. So your body might be exhausted, but your mind is still wide awake, just chasing that next little hit of dopamine. So the fix is the digital sunset. 1 hour before you want to be asleep, all screens go off. What do you do instead? It's simple stuff. Read an actual physical book. Do some light stretching. Or, hey, just sit quietly for a minute. This isn't about punishment. It's about creating a little bit of quiet space that tells your brain, hey, the day's over, it's safe to rest now. Okay, on to our second habit, evening reflection. How often do you get into bed and your mind is just racing, replaying conversations, running through your to-do list? Journaling is such a simple way to just put the day down on paper so your mind doesn't have to carry it all night. And this isn't just some feel-good idea. It's biological. Studies have actually shown that regular journaling can slash your cortisol, that's your main stress hormone, by up to 20%. Lower cortisol is a direct signal to your body that it's safe to relax, making that deep, restorative sleep possible. And you don't have to write a novel. Just a few minutes to get the day out of your head is all it takes. So, we've talked about the mind. Now, let's talk about the body. This next part is all about giving your body physical cues and creating an environment that just screams sleep. Your body doesn't have an on-off switch, right? It needs a transition from go, go, go mode to rest mode. And a simple ritual is the perfect signal. In fact, research shows that people with some kind of nightly ritual fall asleep a staggering 25% faster. That's a huge difference. And look, this does not need to be complicated. Seriously, we're talking 5 minutes, maybe some slow, deep breathing, a few gentle stretches, a warm cup of herbal tea. These little things activate your body's relaxation response, slowing everything down. And of course, your environment can either help you or hurt you. Your bedroom really should be a sanctuary for rest. That means it needs to be cool, as dark as you can possibly get it, quiet and clutter-free. Every single one of those things sends a clear message to your brain, you're safe here, you can finally let go. Okay, this brings us to our final habit. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all. We've talked about what to do, but when you do it is just as critical. This is all about mastering your body's internal clock through sheer consistency. If you take away one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. When it comes to sleep, consistency is king. Your body absolutely loves rhythm. It craves predictability. And this is where you can, quite literally, train your brain for amazing sleep. See, when you go to bed at roughly the same time every night, your body learns the pattern and starts releasing melatonin right on cue. And when you wake up at the same time, it learns when to stop. And the result? Sleep stops being this thing you have to fight for. It becomes natural, automatic, and just effortless. All right, we've covered the why and the how. Now for the most important part, actually making it happen. Let's talk about your very first step, something you can do literally as soon as this is over. Hey, the goal here isn't to be perfect overnight. It's just about starting a positive cycle, one night at a time. So, are you ready to take that first small step? You do not need to change everything at once. In fact, you probably shouldn't. Just pick one of these things to try tonight. Maybe it's the digital sunset, or maybe it's just 5 minutes with a journal, or maybe it's just going to bed at the same time you did last night. Just pick one. Remember, consistency always beats intensity. Small habits done every night are what will change everything. I want to leave you with this one final thought. Your nights are so much more powerful than your mornings. They lay the foundation for everything that comes next. Because how you choose to end your day, well, that ultimately decides how you get to live your life.